In the previous video, we talked about research conducted by the Department of Defense that shows that engineers spend 6 hours, on average, searching for each new component they use in a design. The study summarizes research done by the Parts Standardization and Management Committee in a paper titled Reducing Program Costs Through Parts Management. When introduced to a 6-hour per part search time, many engineers push back, saying that it doesn't take them anywhere near 6 hours to search for a new part. And for certain industries and parts, this does seem like a high number. But the bottom line is this: part search takes a lot of time, and if we're honest, it usually takes more time than we want to admit. There can be a lot that goes into part search, which is easy to forget about or not count in the search time. Once you determine that you need a new part, you have to figure out what attributes the part must have. Then you need to figure out where to find the part, which manufacturers provide acceptable components, and the differences between parts. After that, you need to search for the correct part, download it or locate it internally, and import it into your CAD program. When the part makes it into your CAD program, the search process isn't over yet. Now you have to ensure that the part fits in your assembly and works as planned. The part has to be approved. If the part doesn't fit or isn't approved, then the process starts all over. The part can be rejected downstream in the purchasing department or manufacturing, which brings the part search back to square one. The level of detail a manufacturer's CAD model provides can vary widely. For instance, a lot of models available for manufacturers won't let you change the position of the model. Often engineers redraw parts they already have to fit the specific position they need for their current design. For example, if you download a clamp and you wanted to find its clamping angle at 90 degrees versus 45 degrees, you will most likely have to model that part again to get the 90-degree angle. Sometimes downloaded files don't import well into the designer's CAD program and need to be repaired by the engineer. This process can take hours depending on the part. If an engineer needs to model a part from a supplier, it can add hours to the search process. Engineers often think of search time in terms of how long it takes to find the part initially. However, when all the factors are considered, including redrawing and repairing parts, and the documentation it takes throughout the product lifecycle, it usually takes longer than engineers realize. Some parts, like simple fasteners, may only take a few minutes, but complex parts could take days to find the right part. Regardless of whether it takes an hour on average or 6 hours on average to find a part, it's non-value added time. Searching for, repairing, and redrawing parts all slow down the design process, reduce the quality of the final assembly, and increase the cost of engineering on a project.